Hello, my friends. Welcome to today's solstice reading for 2026, summer solstice reading. Normally, my readings are recorded at least a week in advance, but I completely forgot to do a solstice reading. And what's better than doing a solstice reading on the day of the solstice? So, that's what I'm going to do. Now, because this is associated with paganism and witches and all that kind of thing, I do want to use the Everyday Witch Tarot, but I'd also like to mention that the solstice, the summer solstice, is considered to be not a happy celebration, because every day now, from now on, will be getting a little shorter. And we are in the second half of the year, the lunar year, not the Julian calendar. And so, yeah, it is, everything is on the wane from now on. That doesn't mean that life doesn't go on, of course, and that new and wonderful things can't happen. I'm just doing a solstice reading to see what the divine, in whatever form you believe in, has to say to us today. So I pulled a couple of cards from the, where is it now? Here it is. The Celtic Messages Tarot, or not Tarot, Oracle. And we start off with 26, the Dolmen. Keywords are mysteries, the other world, and discovery. The dolmen indicates that you are seeking a deeper meaning to life, debating whether to start exploring the mystical, spiritual side of your nature. Remember, the unknown is only a source of anxiety when you seek to avoid it. Face up to the challenge. It can be a source of empowerment. All right, the other card, the Hound. It's kind of nice. Okay. Whoops, got the wrong page. The Hound, cooperation, working together to achieve a goal. In the spread, the Hound card's primary meaning is that of cooperation and teamwork in order to achieve joint objectives. It takes a dedicated effort to make such collaboration successful, but the results will be amazing. Let everyone have their fair say. And remember to relax together to rest and gather your energies. Friendly, informal discussions may be more effective than a formal meeting. And for those of you who are trying to affect change in the world, remember to celebrate. Remember to build connections with your allies, with your friends, with your communities. That's what will get you through the hard times. All right, so I pulled the Everyday Witch Tarot. We'll see where it goes from there. What do we need to know here today? We have, oh, that's fitting. The Three of Swords in a crossing position, the unstable teeter-totter position, not reversed, not upright. So what stage are you at in letting go, mourning, healing, releasing? Don't forget that processing your emotions is extremely important. Wow, that was interesting. So we have here the Queen of Cups Queen of Wands in reverse. This is not a happy Queen of Wands. Let's see what else. Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles keep coming out in my readings today, which you won't know because most of them will be published a week or so from now. But let's move it all up a little bit. So, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. All crowned by the Three of Swords. Oops. And Justice. All right. This Queen of Wands in reverse, remember there's no gender in tarot. Any of these people can be male or female according to what is relevant to you and your life. Queen of Wands in reverse. In the upright, this is someone who is warm and caring and charismatic because they genuinely care about other people. They are inspired and creative and lots of fun to be around. Kind of the life of the party, but not in a manipulative way, not in a mean kind of way, not selfish. But we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is someone who is selfish. Everything is about what's in it for me. So they may like throwing their weight around. They may be arrogant, petty, perhaps a bit of a bully. And then we have this Page of Pentacles, so this would be somebody who is inexperienced, somebody who is beginning their pentacle journey. They're beginning to master their physical, providing for their physical needs. Could be good news about money or a new job. Definitely a very good student, focused, someone who really wants to do a good job. Interesting. So if we look at it as the Queen of Wands, the selfish person, next to the Eight of Pentacles, there's so much work to be done, obviously. Then we have this Page of Pentacles, who is simply inexperienced and has lots to learn. And we have the Justice next to them. So that's not a bad card, especially in the upright. There may be an indication of legal matters, of course, but also fairness, balance, objectivity. And perhaps there was an ending between these two. Alternatively, they could be the same person. Somebody who has done some work and has become this Page of Pentacles. So somebody who is outgrowing their toxic traits and seeking to rebalance their lives. And maybe having to deal with some legal consequences for their past behavior. Interesting. I did not expect such a personal reading. I was expecting something a little more with fewer court cards, put it that way. Anything else we should know for this solstice reading? All right, so I'm treating that as more of a personal message for somebody. And now I would really like to get back to something for the collective. Oh, animal spirits. All right, this is Susan Seddon-Boulet's paintings. I'm not crazy with the writing on these. The art, of course, is fantastic, but let's see what comes out for the collective. For this summer solstice, what does the collective need to hear? Anything else? Butterfly. Transformation. I'm going to put it this way because that's the way the painting is. All right. We also got the puma, also called the cougar. Okay, first one up, the heron. Interesting. Okay. Symbolism, life, energy, renewal. The heron is a bird of water, and it's thus associated with emotions and regeneration. In ancient Egypt, the heron was the first transformer of the human soul after death. Because it was seen in flight over the fields when the Nile began to flood, it was also associated with the fertility and renewal of life. In the Roman epic, the Aeneid, the heron is again a symbol of renewal and is depicted rising from the ashes of the burned city of Ardea. So kind of a lesser phoenix is what I'm getting here. But you also have the butterfly, which is most definitely a transformation card. All right, butterfly, transformation, joy, lightness, rebirth. The metamorphosis of caterpillar to butterfly embodies the principle of physical and spiritual transformation, and the butterfly lighting upon a flower is the very essence of joy, beauty, and freedom. The butterfly has been symbolic of the soul, early Christianity, conjugal bliss, China, and change and joy, Native American. In early Minoan and Mycenaean cultures, the butterfly goddess was a key emblem symbolizing new life after death. In this painting, the woman's face emerging from the chrysalis-like womb suggests the transformation and rebirth. The upper face of the butterfly body resembles a Christian Madonna, which reinforces the idea of spiritual birth and new life. All right, puma. Power, desire, healing. The puma, like the jaguar and the leopard, represents powerful magic. It also symbolizes an awakening of energies and desires that can lead to healing and fulfillment. Along with the other animals in this drawing, the puma is framed by a circle with 4 points, which forms a mandala, a mystic circular symbol that in many Buddhist and Hindu traditions is used as an aid to meditation. According to the psychologist Carl Jung, the mandala circumscribes a holy place. It is the symbol of completeness with the inner psyche and is a means towards greater self-awareness. He describes the 4 points of the mandala to be like the cross threads of the telescope of our understanding. Interesting. All right. So there you have it. A quick little solstice reading for you, and it suggests that you are most definitely on the path to a transformation. Interesting. All right, my friends. Enjoy your solstice. Don't forget to have some fun. Till next time.